expected no expletives here. Good evening, friends and family, faculty and fellow graduates. Not only am I incredibly honored to be standing in front of y'all today, I'm incredibly relieved because it means we survived. I'd be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity now on behalf of the 2015 Advanced Standing Cohort to thank each and every one of you. So we've been busy and tired and cranky for almost a year now, but our friends and family have managed to lift us up, pick up our slack, and listen as we've gone on endless rant about how research is the root of all evil and our professors are trying to kill us. I know that personally I wouldn't be the social worker and the woman I am today without the unending love and support of my family, my funny and brilliant siblings, my patient fiance who is always my biggest fan, my dad and stepmom who have given me guidance and motivation, and the kindest woman I know, the source of all my strength, my mom. Oh, God. So there's been another group of people who've had to deal with their mood swings too, the amazing faculty that's sitting right behind us. This group of people has been more than professors and advisors. They've been leaders and mentors, supporters, role models, shoulders to cry on. They've marched with us, advocated for and with us, worked grueling hours, and fostered within us a true sense of righteous indignation. They've shown us how to carry ourselves with grace and dignity, and for that we are forever thankful. So I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys, I promised my classmates I wasn't going to cry. I've already broken that promise, and I knew that was going to happen. But it's hard to imagine reflecting on what we've been through together without getting emotional. I'll never forget walking into the classroom the first time last summer, and I looked around the room like a deer caught in headlights. We didn't know each other or what to expect, and frankly, it was terrifying. I know now that the 14 people I sat in that room with, my advanced standing cohort, are the most amazing, brilliant, passionate, beautiful people I've ever met. It's not very often you come across something as special as what we created. Maybe it was the countless hours we shared meals together, our trips to Mitch's, the time we spent at the atrium on the couches, the tears we shed over that first movie this summer. The memories go on, but I know that whatever it was that brought our diverse group together, we're now bonded for life. If I've gained nothing else this year, I've gained an infallible support system, so you have my awe, my gratitude, and all of my love. I'd like to share with you all just a little of my experiences and the lessons I've learned this year. If you told me a year ago that in a few short months, I'd be helping organize a huge event and meeting my favorite actor, traveling to the Philippines only to be evacuated 12 hours later to Japan, marching in downtown Raleigh and starting a chant that hundreds would join in, I'd tell you that you're crazy. I don't do those things. Those things require confidence and bravery, and while I've been told that I'm sweet and I'm kind, I've never really been told that I'm brave. Well, I did all of those things, and I am brave. There's been times this year when we've been pushed to our limits, and we haven't just survived, we've thrived. There have been times when I've been heartbroken, angry, terrified, relieved, and overjoyed. But the most important things I've felt this year is I'm comfortable. That's right, I'm comfortable. Because change doesn't come from a place of comfort. The fight for social justice, the fight for racial equality, gender equality, the end of oppression and poverty, it doesn't occur in a comfortable environment. Debbie Irving, author of Waking Up White and Finding Myself in the Story of Race, says, if there's a place for tolerance and racial healing, perhaps it has to do with tolerating my own feelings of discomfort that arise when a person of any color expresses emotion not welcome in the culture of niceness. It also has to do with tolerating my own feelings of shame, humiliation, regret, anger, and fear so I can engage and not run. For me, tolerance is not about others. It's about accepting my own uncomfortable emotions as I adjust to a changing view of myself as imperfect and vulnerable as human. Now, I'm always going to be nice and sweet. I wouldn't be genuine if I tried to change that. But pushing my limits and putting myself in positions where I'm forced to take a hard look at myself, my privilege, and the society we live in has allowed me to grow leaps and bounds as a person and as a social worker. I can go speak to my legislator with confidence because I know what I'm talking about and my voice deserves to be heard. I can scream and start a chant in front of hundreds of people because there are people whose voices have not been heard. And I can travel halfway around the world to do research just to come back home and still be dedicated to my research project and my wonderful and flexible research team, because there are people in this world who are hungry and suffering, and it's my obligation to not let a change in my plans lessen my dedication to serving them. I can do all these things, and what fills my heart with joy is that all of you can and already are doing these things. If we embrace the uncomfortable parts of life, if we learn that being nice is not always being helpful, if we foster our sense of righteous indignation and raise our voices while assisting the ones we serve in doing the same, our country, our world, our communities will be a better place. I've never been more certain of any group of people in my life. So I ask you, my fellow graduates, in the words of the wise Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh, to promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Class of 2015, thank you and congratulations.